今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
No, apparently not. Just like yesterday, we walked through the park in the evening. However, the food stand was nowhere to be found. It just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take 2 cat girls home. Oh, okay, and why didn't you leave them there? So I also happened to leave the house key behind. Really, dude? Are you fucking shitting me? Oh, okay. Cascio was a fucking idiot. Never mind. He deserves to have to deal with this now. I don't feel bad for him anymore. So to make good use of the time, I went to do some shopping before Shigure got home.
ごめんバニラ。なんだっけ、また旅だっけ。だいたいそんな感じ。
I mean, that's just cat drugs. That isn't the right word at all. Chocola, if you're tired, then why don't we just rest a bit?
はい、少しだけ。でも大丈夫ですから。心配かけてごめんなさい、ご主人様。
There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. And it was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit?
じゃあ私、何か飲み物買ってくる。
With all of what money? Thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解。任された。
Do you just, like, do they just walk around with money on them? Oh, okay. I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola. The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard through the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down to the disheartened Chocola. Like the gentle setting sun, time passed slowly.
ショコラ、帰ります。
Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. That's contradicting statements. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocola's head.
たまにはご主人様に電話してもいいですか？
Yeah.
またご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか？
Yeah. Well, there's nothing stopping you from visiting. It's just taken care of. Yeah.
ご主人様はショコラたちのことちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか？
They really do act like just spoiled kids, which, I mean, I guess it's kind of how cats and other pets tend to act, but it's actually kind of annoying. It is actually kind of annoying.
ショコラは離れててもご主人様って呼んでてもいいですか？
Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lip. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all of my strength. Yeah, of course I will. I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocola's head as gently as I could.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
I don't really think I'm kind at all.
ご主人様、前も同じこと言ってましたから。
Before? Choco closed her eyes and smiled.
覚えてますか？ショコラとバニラをご主人様としぐれちゃんが連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
No, of course I remember that. It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together crying by the side of the road. They were still so young they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small cold bodies and took them home with me. Okay, that's a bad place for a break, dude. That's a really bad place for a break. There was no way I could simply forget the importance of the day that our family grew. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home.
あの時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
はい、とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past.
ショコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも。
I definitely do remember that. It was a few days after we brought Choco and Vanilla home. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water. And as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnutrition and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて、とにかく苦しくて辛くて寂しくて、声も出せなくて、手も足も全然動かなくて、助けて、誰か助けてって思いながらただただ泣いてたんです。そしたら
It's alright. I'm with you too, so don't worry.
ご主人様が大きくてあったかい手で撫でてくれたんですよね。ずっとそばで大丈夫大丈夫って言い続けてくれて、ショコラとバニラのこと撫で続けてくれてました。朝になって病院に行くまでずっとそばにいてくれて、不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに。あの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったらここにいなかったです。
I mean, you probably would be. I'm just saying. Yeah, probably.
あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様のおかげでご飯も食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなれました。だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
I wish that her tear-filled eyes wouldn't spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm, but there was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocola. I was the one that she was saying all of this to. Well, duh, you're sitting next to her. Who else is she talking to? You dumbass. Even so, the only thing that I could say back to her was her name.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど。
Great, you have the basic skills to look at someone and be able to tell if they're pissed off or not. Good job.
お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。 からもう一度だけお願いしちゃダメでしょうか。ショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。
Chocola voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocola, if you could be with me... I was engulfed by my inner thoughts, which were ready to overflow. That's actually probably one of the nicer sky shots that I've seen. She yearned for me so earnestly. Dude, you could phrase that any other way, man, but you know what? It's cool. Just fucking go with it. For her to so innocently believe in me, there should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, Chocola and Vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for leaving them at home like that. No, you saw that there's a responsibility that needs to be taken care of, and you didn't know if you could. You were being responsible not only for yourself, but for your pocketbook and your business. There is no reason why you should be feeling bad about it. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in this selfishness. And you just up and left from your family, so dear family? I mean, it might just be like, family. Or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You did just kind of leave without saying anything, right? Again, you two are important to me after all.
私たちは猫だから。自分に素直なだけ。
My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point. And she looked straight at me as she sat at Chocola's side.
私なら楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい。たとえ辛いことでもショコラと一緒にいたいと思う。だって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから。
Vanilla.
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。
Again, he's looking out for his business that he's investing in, that he's starting, so he can make a future for himself. He cannot actually afford, he doesn't need an unnecessary expense. The cat girls can be taken care of at home much better than he can do, despite the fact that they want to be with him. It's just stupid.
それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。何ができるかはわからないけど。
And again, there's no reason they can't come and visit and do, all that. So.
でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらいできるよ。
It was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile had become the setting sun. These uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated. Oh god. And seeped into my heart.
だからきっとしぐれも私たちがご主人のところについていくのを許してくれた。しぐれはご主人と一緒に行くことはできないから代わりにお願いって。
That sounds kind of suspicious.
だからご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら一緒にいるべきだと思う。
There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to dictate Chocola and Vanilla's happiness? Their owner? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty. I was just gonna make a joke here, but it's slipped my mind. Yep.
たとえ何不自由のない暮らしでもご主人様がいないのは嫌なんです。いくら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。だからお願いします。ご主人様のそばにいさせてください。ここがショコラがいたい場所なんです。
She was on the verge of tears. Hasn't she been on the verge of tears for like the past 20 minutes? But Chocola's face lit up. They were nothing more than absolute pure genuine words. Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to cat girls, huh? Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do.
ご主人様、それって。
And it won't be like it was back at home. You can't just live here however you like. Got it?
はい、大丈夫です。ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。やれやれ、ついにご主人陥落。いやよいやよも好きのうちだね。
I mean, that would be a little bit weird. The dreamy moment seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile. Dreary. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Yeah, you think? Thinking about all this from their perspective, it was very simple. Although I thought it was still also immature. Perhaps catgirls are more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together.
はい、毎晩大トロじゃなくて大丈夫です。たまにでいいです。
Fatty tuna every night? No. Probably not even on occasion. Tuna's fucking expensive, man.
お肉も A4 でいい。松阪牛なら脂身最高。
And no, you're not kidding. That beef is like $300 for a single steak. No. Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Then yeah, it's confirmed. Casho's family is 100% fucking loaded. Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain. I lovingly rubbed their heads, disheveling their hair. Alright then, why don't we head back to the shopping district then?
なんでですか？お買い物はもう終わったんですよね。
Is he gonna bring up that fucking shampoo? We gotta go buy that shampoo. Yeah, I guess if they're gonna be staying, we gotta get stuff to take care of them. Great.
おー、ご主人かっこいい。ついでに松阪牛も買おう。
No, that stuff's way too fucking expensive. Well, today is wow, okay. Okay, apparently Casho's got a lot of money on him as well.
やったー！お祝いパーティーですね。ご主人太っ腹。さすがは私たちのご主人。
Man, how do you expect to stay open with bills like that? Shit. Just this once, okay? This was the beginning of a bright new life. And together, the happiness and high-spirited Chocolate and Vanilla, we took our first steps towards it. Well then, I'm probably gonna have to censor part of that that opening, even though that there's nothing shown, but just because it's YouTube. That's gonna be fun to edit in. Great. But I think that's probably a good place to call it. I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do that as well. And I'll see y'all next time.